Hi, I'm Jesús Chuy García, and I represent the 4th Congressional District of Illinois in the United States Congress. I'm the first Mexican immigrant representing Chicago and the Midwest in Congress. I want to thank Dublin Lord Mayor Hazel Chuy for the invitation to participate in this summit, and I'm very sorry I couldn't join you live today. I hope we have the opportunity to, in the future, meet and learn from each other's experience as migrants and as advocates for fair and humane treatment for migrants. This is a very personal issue to me. I was born in the Mexican state of Durango and came to the U.S. with my mother and siblings to join my father when I was 10 years old. My dad had migrated as part of a bracero program. I will never forget the sadness of leaving behind my school, my friends, and even my dog. I didn't even speak the language, but with the help of my teachers and frankly TV shows, I eventually became bilingual. Entering the public sector was an evolution for me. I started as a labor advocate in college, seeing the inequities that workers were facing in Chicago motivated me to help unionize them. We were not at the table, but we did have a voice. Later, I was part of a black and brown coalition that helped elect Harold Washington as the first black mayor of Chicago. This same multi-ethnic and multiracial coalition later supported me when I ran and won my race as committeeman for Cook County Democratic Party. Politics to me is how I can ensure that my community gets what it deserves: political representation and resources to improve our neighborhoods. It is how I can help change the policies to level the playing field for working people. Affordable housing and health care, fair immigration policies, clean water and air in all our neighborhoods. Being Latino and politically active in Chicago or in the United States has never been easy. We're still fighting against forces that want to limit our voting rights and silence our voices. As a minority and an immigrant, I understand the challenges many immigrants face today, not because I read about it, but because I have the experience that I have lived myself. When I vote, it is this lived experience and the voices of my community that I bring with me. As our country has become more diverse, the U.S. House of Representatives, where I serve, has also become increasingly more diverse. Out of 435 members of Congress, 112 are Latino, Black, or Asian American, the most diverse Congress. Yet these numbers are not proportional to the demographics of our population. It is up to us to mentor and support the young men and women who are passionate about their community and public service. In Chicago, we have new voices and new faces committed to their communities. People like Alma Anaya, an immigrant from Guadalajara, Mexico, who in 2016 became the youngest woman to ever serve on the Cook County Board of Commissioners. Or like Edgar Gonzalez Jr., the son of immigrants, who became the youngest state representative in the Illinois legislature last year. Or like Selena Villanueva, who began organizing as a teenager and now continues advocating and fighting for immigrants as a state senator. There's a lot of work ahead of us. We must continue engaging young people and ultimately achieve fair representation for ethnic minorities in politics. Just look at what is happening in the United States following the death of George Floyd. Ethnic minorities are rising and telling the world enough is enough. And they are protesting, demonstrating, and running for Congress in record numbers. In order to increase our representation, we must inspire our young people to get involved and raise awareness about the impact they can have on their communities. This only happens intentionally by supporting younger, talented activists and encouraging them to run for office. It happens when we have representation. Representation matters.